You are now live on the grind. It's another Thursday night. That's not a booger. That is gray hair. Good lordy, that's gray hair. I just thought I have gray hair right there. That monster mustache. What's happening, everybody? Here we are, another Thursday night on the grind. Sorry, I was not available to go last Thursday night, be live, but I needed the break and I worked my ass off. I worked till like 10:30 at night. Had to deliver some parts that we built up and did Tuesday and Wednesday of last week, and had to deliver them Thursday. But anyway, so let's go on and get to our advertisers. What's up, Uncle Bruno? First up tonight is our good friends over at Hopkins Design. Hopkins-design.com. You need a website, you need print, you need logos, you need photos, you need videos, you need anything like that for your company. Earl Hopkins is practically the best in the industry. Like it says on the screen, print, web, logos, photos, videos, he does it all. He can take care of all of your needs. Go to hopkins-design.com, call the telephone number on the screen or the email address on the screen, which is earl@hopkins-design.com. Send him an email. He can help you out. Next up, Urban Rides Magazine. Urban Rides Magazine, a killer publication. It is on the internet. It is a website. You can they'll mail copies to you, hard copies. It's a great magazine. They go all over the country. Daniel Roby and the guys go all over the country, shooting some of the best bikes, best cars, best hot rods, best everything you need out there. They got it. That's the magazine to check out. urbanridesmagazine.com. Check out the sister publication, Street Bagger Magazine. Go to find them on the all over the internet. You can find them in TikTok, Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. They are everywhere. Go check them out at urbanridesmagazine.com. Next up, our good friends over at J&D Custom Polishing and Plating. When it comes to chrome, this is what you got to see. These guys do everybody. They take care of everybody's needs, man. It is great, great stuff. Any type of chrome polishing, plating, anything you need like that, motorcycles, cars, practically anything you need, they can do. Check them out. 651-251-7400, J&D Custom Polishing and Plating. Next up, our good friends over in Indiana and Illinois, Thunder Roads Magazine. Marsh Fitzpatrick, Selena Vargas, all the guys over there, awesome people, great magazine. If you're in Indiana or Northern Illinois, or should I say Indiana and Illinois, you got to get you a copy of Thunder Roads Magazine. You'll be very impressed. Next up, American Drag Seats, AmericanDragSeats.com. American Drag Seats /Attitude Inc. on Facebook, American Drag Seats on Instagram. We make custom seats, man. That's what we do. Harley seats. We have aftermarket Harley seats, replacement seats from anything from 80 and up. We got them. Doesn't matter. 2024, anything you can need. Solo seats, two-up seats with sissy bar, with backrest, sport touring seats, anything you could possibly want, we got them. Give us a call. We'll shoot you a quote. Get with us. AmericanDragSeats.com. Next up, Jade Affiliated. J Affiliated on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Most badass wheels you can possibly think of for Harleys. Anything you need custom wheels. They actually do matching speaker grills. You just got to call them and check them out. Jade Affiliated on Facebook, and let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Next up, Legacy Bike Works. Legacy Bike Works. What can I say? Legacy Bike Works right here in Manville, Texas. Custom audio, custom builds, metal fabrication and fiberglass fabrication, custom stereos, anything you need right here in-house, we take care of it. Legacy Bike Works on Instagram, Legacy Bike Works on Facebook. Next up, our good friends over at Shy South Customs, bikes, cars, trucks, hot rods, and now apparently 18-wheelers. You need a paint job, they got you covered. I don't care what you ride. You need paint, they got you covered. You need a hot rod built, they got you covered. You need a bike built, they got you covered. You need custom service, maintenance, whatever, they got you covered. Moni, Illinois. Go check them out. ShySouthCustoms.com. Next up, Lift King. Automotive collision restoration paint and body equipment. They are the guys that make the equipment that hold all your parts, everything you need while you're doing the body work or you're painting. You need custom lifts and holders for motorcycle parts, trucks, cars, vans, doesn't even matter. They've got you covered. Go check them out at liftkingproducts.com or give them a call at the number on the screen. Next up, as you can see right here, I'm wearing it. Yeah. Hellspeedshop.com. Hellspeedshop.com. Man, you need flannel. Let me tell you guys something, man. I was at a little rally this weekend in Bandera, Texas, and I got to see some other flannel shirts up close and personal. I did the comparison. Hands down, hellspeedshop.com. If you're going to wear flannels, you got to get these. These are the ones. These right here. Man, I've got 17, almost 18 of these shirts, I think, and they are the best. Everybody asks, man, it's hot as shit outside. Why are you wearing that flannel? Because it breathes good. It's great. It's a badass shirt. I'm not sweating my ass off all day wearing it. In the wintertime, when it's cold outside, throw me an undershirt on, put my Hell Speed Shop shirt on. Man, I'm comfortable. Great shirt. All around badass shirts, hats, t-shirts, hoodies. Hellspeedshop.com is where you need to go. So what's up, everybody? So numbers are a little low tonight, but that's okay. What I would like to say is I'd like to put this out there front and center. I am looking for a co-host, somebody that wants to come live with me every Thursday night and be the other half to this show. The reason for that is because we're going to start discussing topics above and beyond the motorcycle industry. We're going to be branching off into the automotive industry as well. It will always be a bike show, always first and foremost. But there are so many other cool things happening in the industry with bikes that there's a lot of stuff to discuss, man. But I'm looking for a co-host. So if you think you got what it takes to be on this show every Thursday night with me, email me or email Uncle Bruno on Facebook. That's the best place to get a hold of us. Just send us a personal message. If you think you got what it takes and you'd like to be a part of this rolling train, just send us a message and we will be accepting applications to review. All you got to do is send it over to us, and we are going to be looking into possibly getting a co-host to this show. But tonight's show is going to jump around on a couple of different topics because over the last couple of weeks, man, there's been so much, just Jesus Christ, so much. And I don't even want to say drama, because it's not even drama in the industry. It's just debauchery. It's just bullshit. It amazes me in this industry how one day a person can be so cool, so nice, so good to you, and then the very next day, they have zero loyalty to you. They never liked you. They were never your friend. It's amazing to me how, and I don't even want to say how shady, because it's all kinds of people that do these things, and then you get the loudmouths all over the internet, just spewing hate. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. The first thing that gets me is a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago, as everybody knows, Dorian Thomas is being accused of murdering his, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his wife's sister. Now, with that being said, the reason I said accused is because I got the same information you guys got. It's tragic. It's just tragic. But nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows anything about any of it. It's crazy to me that it happened, first of all. But prior to this happening, if Dorian's name was brought up on any page for doing anything, he's one of the goats, one of the best, one of the big wigs in this motorcycle world. He is the bomb diggity, the bomb diggity. And justifiably, he really built some killer audio bikes. Never heard a bad word said about the man. I didn't hear anybody say anything. I mean, and if they did, it's probably because I'm not in their circles, which, this whole industry is so there's no loyalty in this industry from what I can tell. I'm not saying that they're not loyal people, but there's no loyalty in this industry. We don't know what happened with Dorian. We don't know other than what the news is telling us. But see, that's the part I'm talking about. Is that we don't know. But then you had people following up and making posts, leave me alone. I don't have the answers. I don't know what's going on. Quit inboxing me. To the point that they literally had to go and make a post on Facebook just simply saying, hey, I don't know. I didn't know this happened. I didn't know that anything about it because I'm not best friends with Dorian. I'm not in his camp. I barely know people that are in his camp. I do know people that are in his camp, but I'm just saying we're not the best of friends either. But what I am saying is that I never really heard anything bad about Dorian. But then all of a sudden this happens, and now I'm hearing what a piece of shit the guy was. I always knew he was a piece of shit, and all these people just, they're hating on Dorian, this, that, and the other. And the truth of the matter is, if the man did the crime, our judicial system is going to take care of it. That's just the way it is. It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not in my character to turn around and start just bashing this man and hating and blah, blah, blah. All I can really do at this point is say, man, it sucks that happened. I'm going to pray for the deceased and her family. And hopefully there's a resolution to it. But eventually everything's going to come out. Everything's going to happen. The whole thing. But the last thing I'm going to do is get on Facebook and start bashing Dorian for being a murderer. And I always knew he was a piece of shit because I didn't. I never knew anything about him. I was literally surprised. I was shocked when I saw the news report that was sent to me. I was literally shocked that it happened. But it's not the first time. That's not the first something like that has happened since I've been doing this show, mind you. About a year or so ago, everybody knows that Randy Akers was accused of some bad shit too. And then all of a sudden now you got people jumping all over him, not knowing everything that's going on. And now, the guy had zero loyalty from anybody in the industry. Not saying that he should have had loyalty, but you never heard people say that stuff before that came public. Go back 4 years before that to Dave Mazingo. I was in a biker build-off with Dave Mazingo. And then it turns out the dude's selling drugs and he's wrapped up in, deep shit, and he ends up going to jail. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I knew that. If everybody knew how bad of a person he was and what he was doing, why didn't anybody say anything to me? I didn't want to be associated with it. I never knew the shit happened. I didn't know. Hell, half of you people watching the show could be serial killers. I don't know. But I'm not going to run and spew shit out of my mouth just to get on a bandwagon because something happened to somebody. Everybody lives two lives. You live the public life, and then you live the life behind all of this. Are you talking about Dave Mazingo, Mike? But my whole point is that I've come to learn that this specific industry has a very, very, very volatile, almost a disgusting side to it. It's almost like everybody's looking for that one thing to associate with or attach to so that they can get their 2 minutes in the sun because they don't have enough followers or their posts aren't getting as much attention as they think it should be. Or man, I don't know what the deal is, but what I do actually know is that anytime something in this industry happens, what I consider to be catastrophic, like Dave Mazingo, Randy Akers, or even Dorian, people literally flock and jump to it. Instantly, they got to be entwined in it. I want nothing to do with the Mazingo situation. I want nothing to do with the Akers situation, and I want nothing to do with the Dorian situation. They are not my people. They knew me. Obviously, they knew me. I knew them as an acquaintance, and that was the end of it. The people that are in my circle, I have conversations with. You can ask Brian, Dan Juban, my brother Mike, my buddy Mike, my buddy Donald, my best friend Troy. The people that I really want in my life, I make efforts to keep them in my life really close. Uncle Bruno's in my life really close. The reason that I keep these people close to me is simply because if I have a shitty day, man, I'm just like the next guy. I mean, I have bad days and good days, but I keep people in a circle that will actually make the time to take a call and talk to me. That we all know what happened with Eddie, in the build off. That's tragic. It's another situation I wish we could have stopped. I wish we could have fixed. I wish we could have done something with. But at the end of the day, that was Eddie's choice. That was Eddie's situation. There's nothing I can do about that. But my whole point is that it just seems like to me in this industry, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty to anybody or anyone. And if it's not serving its purpose to help you at the time you need the help, you don't have time for it. I try to be different than that. I try to actually keep relationships going, maintain relationships, let people know I'm thinking about them. And there's a lot of people that I don't do that for. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because either they've never made an effort for me, or I'm too busy maintaining the ones that have made an effort for me. I feel horrible that the situation with Dorian happened, but I do not know what happened. I know what the TV has reported. I know what the TV channel, the news said about it. I've seen that video, and that's as far as I want to go with it. That's it. And the reason for that is because A, I can't do anything about it. B, it's taking up enough time on social media that I don't have. I don't have the time to sit here and get involved in some shit that has nothing to do with me and is not going to affect me at the end of the day. And as far as that young lady and her family, my heart bleeds for them. It was very tragic that it happened. They have enough people in their circles praying for them, taking care of them, and being there for them that I feel like, yes, I'll keep them in my prayer, which I have, but I'm going to let their circle, tend to them. That's just the way I'm going to do it. But it's almost gross to me sometimes. I almost feel dirty sometimes with other things that happen in this industry. There's a lot of wolves out here, and not the kind of wolves that are considered badasses. I'm talking a lot of predators, people that actually look for weak or look for people they think are weak to pounce on them, to get what they need when someone's in a situation when they're down or when they need some help or something like that. And I would love to elaborate on that because it would make a lot more sense what I'm saying if I did elaborate on that. But here and again, it's not my place to elaborate on that right now. So all I'm going to say is if you're a dude out there and there's a female in this industry, if you've reached out to that female and extended some type of invitation for a date or to be friends or something like that, and she just simply tells you, "Oh, that's sweet," but no, drop it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone right there. Do not pound, pester, or anything like that. That just makes you a fucking douchebag. Okay? So cut it out. Just stop. It's not necessary. Second thing, if there's a new shop that's popped up, don't go hating on them because you're afraid that they could be better than you. Revel in the fact that there's someone else out there trying to do something. Now that's going to help me switch gears to my next topic. So my next topic is this. And I'm just going to say it because it's really how I fucking feel. And it's probably going to piss some people off, but it's just how I feel. And it's hard for me to look at somebody and say, man, you're a badass. But do you guys realize how many custom bike shops there are out there? There's so many. But if you ask any of them, well, if you ask any of the ones I'm referring to, so there's Joe Blow Custom Bagger Audio. Hey, do you guys do custom fiberglass work? Nah, man, we don't really do that. Well, cool. Well, what do y'all do? Oh, man, we build custom baggers and do custom audio. Okay, cool. But you don't do custom fiberglass work? Nah, we got a body shop that does that. So, well, what do y'all do then? Well, we build custom baggers and we do custom audio. Huh. Okay. So without hurting your sensitive ass feelings, you're basically an assembly shop. If it doesn't fit, you keep going until you find the part that fits. You don't weld, you don't fabricate. I mean, basically you hang bags and install speakers because you don't do the fiberglass work. You don't do any of it. Well, yeah. Okay. All right. That drives me specifically fucking bonkers. That really drives me bonkers when they associate the name custom bagger audio. Why do you put the word bagger in there? Is it because that's where you can get the most work from? Because I mean, I hate to tell you, but dude, I owned an audio shop in 2000, 2001. We had the DB drags out there in my shop 2 or 3 times. We were an actual a competitive audio shop. But by no stretch of the imagination were we ever a custom we were never like Scott Owens where we could actually build a car and do this and do that. What we were a stereo shop, and that's what we stayed in our lane. We were a stereo shop. That's what we were. But the part that drives me crazy is when they attach the word bagger to it, and now they're a custom bike builder simply because they can buy bags and a fender and a tour pack and lowers and a fairing, and now they're a custom bike builder. No, you're not. You're not a custom bagger builder. You're an assembler. You take parts off, you put parts on, you run wires, and you hook up amps and speakers, and you're done. That doesn't make you a custom bike builder. That makes you a custom audio shop. And that's what you should be calling yourself, as a custom audio shop. Because if you're going to back yourself into a corner and say you're a custom bike builder, you're not a custom bike builder. Quit thinking it, quit saying it, quit advertising it. You're embarrassing yourselves and you're embarrassing us as builders. You actually give this industry a bad name when you do that. Yes, I said it. You actually give the industry a bad name because you're the dill hole out there thinking because you can bolt a neck on, change wheels, put a body skin kit on, that you're a bike builder. Guess what, sunshine? You are so not a bike builder. It's not even funny. And I'm saying it loud, and I'm saying it proud. And I hope you give me a call and chew my ass out, because I will educate you on what actually bike building is. And you will never, ever hear me say that I'm the best. It's never going to come out of my mouth. I'm learning every single day. I'm paying dues every single day. I'm almost 55 years old. And I will tell you today, I am still learning metalwork. I am still learning welding. I am still learning fabrication. I am still learning body work. I'm still learning fiberglass work. I'm still learning audio work. I'm still learning all of these things. But if the only goddamn thing you can do is buy a set of bags and a set of fucking lowers and hang it on a bike and put the stereo in it, you, my friend, are not a bike builder. Everybody, if you're on Facebook watching, please go over to YouTube to watch, because I can see that there's 10 people and I can see nobody, none of the messages on Facebook. Hold on, let me go to my Facebook side and see, just see if it's live. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I got to see if there's even anybody watching on the other side of the coin. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Da, da. Oh, okay. That's what the error code was. Okay. All right. Okay. So, FYI, just to let you guys know, there's a notification from Facebook that it will not be going live on Facebook. God dang it, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's that? Hold on, people. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there is a lot of comments. Kevin Baird, we like Facebook better. It's Kevin Sockwell's page, no grind page. The grind is not, it's not playing on the grind page for some reason tonight. It's playing on my personal Facebook page, and it's playing on YouTube. But there are a lot of comments and a lot of stuff going on both of them. Others are watching with you. All right, Gary, Kevin, Beard, I don't like change. You're live in your personal page. Yeah, I guess I got to go run over to YouTube now. Excuse me, all. Okay, so that's the deal. So it is, you can watch it from my personal page and you can watch it from YouTube, but there's an equal amount of viewers on both sides. So if you're wanting to see the comments and stuff, there's an equal amount of comments on YouTube and an equal amount of comments on the Facebook page. I don't know what to tell you. For some reason, it's not letting it go live on the grind Facebook page. He goes, I can't afford YouTube. It's free. But anyway, so I'm going to keep that one up so I can keep up with both sets of comments. So back to what I was saying. So there's a shop out there that blatantly called themselves blah, 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 custom bagger audio. And I'm not going to say the blah, blah, blah part because I'm hoping they'll watch the show, which I'm pretty fucking sure they don't. But the reality of it is it's just getting to the point where it seems so diluted. It seems so fake now. And you know, I don't know what Lucky Seven's doing. I don't know what Curly's is doing. I don't know what Barnyard's doing. I don't know what Backyard Baggers is doing. I don't know what a lot of the big shops are doing anymore because none of the big shops even watch the show anymore. I wish them nothing but the best, but in the same hand, either they're too busy to watch the show or at some point in time I've pissed them off and they just don't care for it. I really don't know. But I do know this. I'm wanting to change this format up a little bit to be a little more controversial without the bullshit. That's why I am looking for a co-host for the show. He said, put a name on it. I am looking for a co-host because there's some things I want to discuss in the industry, and I want it to be more of a discussion panel. But there's more than just motorcycles, because there are some shops out there, and I'll say this because it's actually one of the cooler shops that I'm new to now, is like Unique Auto Works. Unique Auto Works, they do cars, trucks, everything. Shy South does, cars, trucks, bikes. They do everything. Um, Gary said, I'm talking to them all. They are all busy doing the same thing. Um, what's up, Mr. Ed Nelson? I see you watching. What's up, Hugo? I met Hugo Gutierrez. I met him in Chicago. Good dude. We need to get him on here sometime. He said, I found the YouTube page IR Smart. People, if you go to YouTube and go to The Grind Biker Build Off, it's on YouTube. It's free. You don't even have to have an account to watch it. But anyway, okay. So back to that whole point of, it's to the point now with some bike building that you really have to wonder how big, how badass is a one trick pony. Well, a one trick pony, in my opinion, is just that one trick. They know one trick, and the one trick is all they know. And once that trick is played out, they're done. Their shop's going to close down. They're going to go away. You're not even going to have to worry about them, because I've seen it. I've seen it since literally 2001. Um, in Houston, there was a big influx in 2003, 2004 of all of these so-called chopper builders. I mean, dude, there was one on every flipping corner. Every flipping corner, there was a chopper builder. And I always looked at these guys. I was like, oh my God, you guys are so badass. You build choppers. But now, many, many years later, I see how they acted. I see what they did. And I remember, because I took a lot of pictures of their bikes when I was there. I did seats for them. So I have those pictures. And so many of those guys built junk. I mean, just flat ass junk. And there's not a single, and I could list some names. Like, there was one shop that was really, really cool. And you could tell the guy had been in business for a long time. But I can't even find him anymore. And he's one of the good guys that built good bikes and had a good shop. And the name of his shop was right here in Houston, and it was called LRC Ride. LRC Ride. And I remember his shop so much because he had a very big showroom full of bikes. And then behind the showroom, I want to say it was 2,000 or 3,000 square feet. And he had probably 8 lifts. And there were all kinds of custom builds, service work, all kinds of cool stuff going on. And he was a nice guy. He was one of the actual nice guys. Now, I'll tell you about this other guy that I met. He was a complete and total tool. He was a douchebag. I had just gotten back from Orange County Choppers in New York, American Chopper Series on TV. I had just gotten back from doing a seat from them. Now, I'm not name dropping. What I'm doing is I'm telling you, if you don't believe me that I was on the show, go to the episode where they were completing the Snap-on tool bike. You'll see me in the back corner building the seat. I'm wearing a gray shirt with the black bands on it, and it said ADS Customs on it. Okay. Much younger, much younger, but I'm there, and that's the episode I'm on. Now, when I was there, it was my brother's birthday, so I bought a couple of hats, bought some t-shirts, XYZ. Anyway, I'm back in Houston. I'm going to this tool bags fucking shop, and I had an Orange County Chopper hat on. And I walk into his shop to do a seat for him. And he goes, hey, man, you need to take that hat off. And I was like, wow, why do I need to take a hat off? And it wasn't because I'm bald like I am now, or balding. It was because he didn't want his competition's hat in his shop. And I was like, are you serious? You don't want me to wear my hat because it says Orange County Choppers or OCC. I was like, well, you got another hat? Yeah, it'll be $20. I said, I'm not paying you for a hat. I have a hat. You're making me wear another hat. So I'll wear your hat while I'm in your shop, but I'm not going to buy your hat just because you don't like the hat I'm wearing. Anyway, long story short, the dude was a fucking tool. He was an idiot. And with literally within a year from that point, he was done. He was dried up because he was such an idiot that he couldn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he built a bike or two. Positive he did. I would tell you more about his story, but that would involve me talking about his family, which is the way he got all of his fucking money. And but he was a tool bag. That's all. He was a douchebag. Whether he could build or he couldn't build, to be so arrogant as to make me take my hat off just because I'm walking into your shop with someone else's hat on. That's the dumbest shit I'd ever heard in my life, and I was really offended by it. So fuck him. I'm glad he's gone. That's kind of how I'm starting to feel like shops are being nowadays. Everybody is so insecure about. I don't remember the name of the shop, Brian. It was a shop in Houston back in 2004 that I did some seats for. He wanted me to take my fucking Orange County Chopper hat off. I told you that. He said, I'm back on here. YouTube sucks. No, it doesn't. I don't know why it's not showing on the Grind Facebook page, but it's just not for some reason. But it did clearly say when I started there was a technical difficulty. Kevin, he needs people utilizing YouTube and subscribing so he can grow the channel and be able to monetize his videos. Yes, the reason I want to go to YouTube is because I can monetize YouTube where I can't monetize Facebook. The reason I want to monetize YouTube is so I can actually get the money to put on a really big fucking biker build off that actually pays you guys money instead of a trophy that I plasma cut out. It's going to take 100,000 subscribers. It's going to take advertisers. It's going to take people doing this for the channel to become monetized. But we will get there one day because I've got a big mouth and I love to talk. End of story. There we go. What's up, Jeremy Wade? Now, on to my last topic of the night. I don't even understand what that means, Brian. You better come to Scotty's show on the 13th this year. I'll split a room with you. Okay, I get that. Oh, my good friend Laura Laura Shea. I'm just going to call you Laura Shea. I can't say your last name, Laura. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Get the rest of our alumni to watch this show too. It's a good show. But anyway, on to the last topic of tonight's show, which I had 3 topics. If you weren't paying attention, the first one is people have no loyalty in this industry. People talk shit about people. As soon as something catastrophic happens in their life, they want to fucking beat them up. Second thing is just because you're a body guy or an audio guy does not make you a fucking bike builder. I said it again. What's up, Sid Martin? Thanks for watching, man. So we got over those 2 topics. So the third topic of the night is this. Which kind of falls into the first 2 too. The loyalty of the group of people you spend your time with is more important. She said, big mouth. Thank you, Nancy. The loyalty of the people in your circle is more important than the loyalty of your customers. Let me explain that to you real quick. Customers will never be loyal to you. That's not a human defect in them. That's just you're always going to pick number one. And if you can't afford something, you're going to go to somebody a little bit cheaper. So don't ever expect a customer to be loyal, and don't hate them for it either. Customers are going to seek out what they want when they want it. And if a customer wants what you have and is willing to pay the price for what you build, they're going to pay you for that. But that doesn't mean that they're never going to use somebody else. It just means right now you're the flavor of the month and they're going to use you. But what you do need to do is you need to get the people that are around you. You need loyal people. People that will be there when you have your moment, your 15 minutes of fame, you need those people there to keep you grounded. You also need those people there to kind of buffer the bad days. I don't know that Dorian or Dave Meningo or anybody else. I don't know anybody else's backstories, but if they had somebody loyal enough to them to talk to them, they could have possibly talked them off the ledge. Uh, Baby Yaga, Baba Yaga, 219. Thanks. I appreciate that. Uh, I know this. I know that I have a group of friends and a circle of friends that's outside of the motorcycle industry. I also have a circle and a group of friends that directly in the motorcycle industry. I tried mixing those two friends at one point in time, but it's kind of hard because although the bikers can relate to the other people can't relate to the bikers because they don't do bikes. So I would like to believe that I have good friends, that I have loyal friends, that I have people that when I'm really down and out, um, I literally could call somebody and say, hey, look, I'm down on my luck. Do you have $50 for a tank of gas? And they wouldn't judge me for it. They'd be like, yeah, man, I got you. What you need? I got you. So you saw the post that I made a couple of days ago about if you know me, tell me a story about us or about me or something like that. I did it because I kind of was ribbing myself, thinking it would be kind of funny. But I'll tell you this, man, I went back and I screenshotted all of the comments made. And I decided to screenshot these comments because I kind of was having a bad day Tuesday that kind of bled into yesterday. And I just started reading those comments. What looky here, Ray D. Herrera is watching. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you watching. I appreciate that. But I started looking back at some of these comments, and these are comments from people that I've known since I was like 14, 15 years old, all the way to current. So people that basically grew up with me, people that knew me in the music industry, people that know me in the bike industry, and some people commented that don't even know me. They made fun of me, they picked on me, it's all great. But when I started really looking at all the answers that were put in there, it really put a smile on my face. And at the time, you guys didn't know it, but I really needed that smile. And to go back and read all of those comments of people on something that I was just spoofing with, I was just goofing off by putting that, sharing that post. But I needed that. And that's why I'm kind of telling you guys, what I'm telling you guys is that I would much rather have more loyal friends because I understand my customers can't be loyal. They will be loyal to a degree, but I highly suspect they will not be loyal for life. You would like to believe that. You would love it if a customer comes to get audio work done, to have a bike built, to get metal fabrication done, whatever it is I can offer them, that I've always tried to build a relationship with them because I've always kind of thought you can spend your money anywhere. You can buy this part anywhere, but you can't buy this relationship. You can't buy the customer service. You can't buy that from anybody. That's going to be something very specific to me. And I'm happy to announce that I have turned a lot of customers into friends. And I could list off 10 of them right now that literally they started out as customers, but they're friends now. And it's a good feeling at the end of the day when you get people like that. But you have to go into it like that. Like, look, I'm looking, like I said, thank you for coming to get a seat done with me. I appreciate that. That's going to help me pay a bill, keep my company running, keep the doors open, XYZ. But I need you to understand that I want to work for you to such a degree that I want you to understand you could have gotten your seat done in a lot of places. I'm more interested in building a relationship with you as a person for that reason. I would rather have your loyalty as a friend than as a customer. If I can get your loyalty as a friend, I'm always going to have you as a customer. Now, a lot of people may not agree with that, but one of the things that I've always, well, as an adult, I can't say I thought it as a child, but as an adult, I always thought I'm going to die one day. And I know I'm going to die one day. It's obvious. It's inevitable. I want so many people at my funeral that as my family's crying and, you know, they're sad and all that, I want them to be overwhelmed with the presence of people that I was able to touch in a positive way. That may sound stupid to a lot of you guys, but to me, I think it's a testament of how you treat people and how you work with people and how you do things with people, that if they feel struck enough to go to your funeral when you die, you really did affect them. Because unfortunately, at my age, I've had to go to quite a few funerals. There's some people I didn't go to their funeral because they didn't make an impact on my life. I wasn't close enough with them, whatever the case may be. If I come into your life, I'm going to try to leave a mark. I'm going to try to leave you with something positive, whether it's this show, whether it's our friendship, whether it's building a seat for you, whatever it may be, because I want to do something positive. That's all. I want to be a positive mark in your life. I don't want to be a negative to you. What's up, buddy? I see you watching Mr. Ray Silver. Then they think they should be put in front, and now the expect the friend deal. Well, that's the other thing. Let me be very clear, because Brian Barber just said something that's very true. If you have friends that expect you to work for free because you're their friend, they're not really your friend. They're not your friend. Did you hear that when I said it? If you have friends that expect you to work for a discount or for free, they are not your friend. They're a vampire. Let me explain. They only want what they can get from you. And as soon as they get what they want, they're going to throw you to the curb. Now, if you have friends that are like, nah, dude, I'm going to pay you. Cool. Well, I'm going to give you a discount for your loyalty as my friend. I'm going to hook you up. And I've said that my whole life with all my businesses, my car wash, everything. Because if you have friends that don't want to pay you, that they feel like you owe them because you're your friend, man, fuck you in the neck. This is how I make money. This is how I support my family. When you get up and go to a job every day, I get up and go in the garage and bust my ass every day. This is how I take care of my family. And they don't want to pay you. No, they're not your friend. Said, go look in the mirror, Kevin. You're never dying. Dude, you're a sweetheart, Jeff. What's up, Dave Duport? Glad to see you watching, buddy. But anyway, so I said what I said. My best friend was my heat and air handyman for as long as I've known him. I never asked him to do anything for me that I didn't pay him what he would earn as a contractor. See, in the neck. Yeah. But so that's my whole point. If you have a friend that's not willing to pay you for what you do, he is not your friend. If you, as a friend, have a friend that's willing to pay you, man, it's okay to give them a discount. It's okay. It's okay that's cool. If you have a customer that pays you full price for something, then becomes your friend and is not willing to continually pay you full price, not your friend. They're just using you. Anyhow, I have rambled on enough. I can't think of anything else more to say, but what I will say is this. It's very simple, people. Kevin Baird, Brian Barber, anybody else that's watching in Facebook land, please go over to the YouTube channel. It's free. Go over to the Grind Biker Build Off on YouTube. You don't even have to have an account. You just pull it up on your cell phone, YouTube, go to the Grind Biker Build Off, hit the bell to get the notifications, push the subscribe button. The reason I want everybody to do that is not so you can keep watching there, but so I can get more followers, more followers, more followers, more followers, and I can actually get this channel monetized, because once it's monetized, money comes in. If I can get the money coming in and build the money up, I really want to do a massive cash winner take all biker build off. And because I don't have the big, huge corporate sponsors willing to write me a check for 30 grand to do that, the only way I can do it is out of my own pocket. And I'm telling you right now, that's my whole intent for getting the show monetized, is to get it big enough that we can actually do one big, huge biker build off where somebody wins at least $30,000 cash. That's my whole thing. Otherwise, I have to find somebody that makes more money than sense, that digs bikes, and will give me a check for 30 grand so I can put on that big ass, badass biker build off. Other than that, that's why I want you guys to go to YouTube. But anyway, if you could, YouTube, the Grind Biker Build Off, get the subscribe button, hit the little bell to get the notifications. Even if you're not always watching over there, at least go over there and subscribe to it so we can get the numbers up. Anyway, you cats go have a kick-ass week. Happy Easter, everybody, and we'll see you all here next Thursday, same place.